This is After Hours at Large, and I am your host, Dr. Adeniji. For the first season, join me alongside a few house officers in the 2023-2024 batch at the Federal Medical Center Owo and learn what it takes to navigate life as a doctor out of medical school in a place far away from home.
Welcome to After Hours at Large, and today on the podcast, I'm joined by a very amazing individual. Fun fact, she was the person that inspired the name for this because I was workshopping the name and she picked up a pen and wrote At Large, and I was like, oh, that sounds really, really amazing. So I'm joined by my very wonderful friend and my love, Dr. Adeniji. Please tell us about yourself.
Hello, whatever time this is. Well, mine's I don't know, is he nurse? Anywho, my name is Adeniji Barakat Adibola from Oyo State. Ija to be precise. Most people don't know Ija, close to saying. I finished from South State Medical University in Russia, and I am currently in FMC Owo Hospital, and that's my house job. This is my last posting, medicine.
I want to start with, you didn't study in Nigeria. You
No, I
studied
did
in
not.
Russia.
Yes.
So what was the experience like trying to come from Russia to come to do house job here in Nigeria? And also for something that people might not really understand, why didn't you continue working in Russia? Why was there a need to return home? So
Yeah. Okay.
what was that like for you?
Thank you for the wonderful question. Well, I didn't continue for two reasons. One, the plan had been to just come home, finish, basically get a Nigerian certificate. So if you do wish later on to come back, it's always easy to do so. You get? And it's always easier to start at the early stage as compared to when you've gone far, they have to come back home. And like they always say, home, what's that Yoruba thing? Ajudabile. Although Nigerians always try to fight against that rhetoric, but really, when things does happen, look at different countries, Sudan, which other different countries, let's just mention that, where you're just fine going about your day, and then all of a sudden, calamity strikes. You have to go back home. What are you going to go back home to? Yeah. So my dad just said that you just come back and at least have your Nigerian part sorted out.
Yeah.
So that's first reason. Second reason, this might not be known by a lot of people, but they pay doctors crap in Russia. Like rubbish.
So what's
rubbish.
In Nigeria?
What?
What's in Nigeria?
Worse. I think you can make a living more as an entertainer than as a medical doctor in Russia.
I mean, you can make a living as an entertainer.
True. Anywhere. But it really is terrible. Russia. I really don't know why they stuck to that. Their Soviet Union sort of payment doctors are just just like public servant. Yeah. You do all the work without getting the money. So you see, obviously, you have to leave.
I think it's like the first time I'm hearing that. So,
wow,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, as a Nigerian, why would I set it to that? So yeah.
Okay, so what's the process like coming back from Russia to taking exams and starting the house job? So what's that like?
Okay, process actually was very straightforward. Number one, I had my roommate. She did the same thing. She's Nigerian too. So I was just literally following her footsteps. You know, when you literally have someone in front of you, I was like, okay. She joined a group where MDCN group, because then you have to do the MDCN exam. Yeah. The MDCN group, and then she would study in the room. I was like, okay, this pattern. And then when she came back to Nigeria, she joined like a little tutorial. Okay. But they teach you, obviously, medicine is the same thing anywhere, but there are differences.
There are peculiarities. This is medicine in the tropics.
Exactly.
Yeah, So I love that line, in the tropics.
Honestly, to make sure this is not medicine or anywhere else but the tropics. So yeah. So there's some first line things you have to do in other places that you can't really do here. So you have to do improvisation. Anyway, so did the tutorial, and after doing the tutorial, you have to register for the exam. It's a bit tedious waiting for the exam part because you have to wait for some process. You pay in dollars. So what is that all about?
I really don't understand that. I think there's a law against paying in dollars. I really don't know.
Man, it's so terrible. People are start looking for dollar account, those I didn't need it before, those I didn't have it before, dollar account, you're paying for a Nigerian exam, but you're paying in dollars,
I guess it's just to standardize it, because our Naira do fall.
They should have done Naira, no matter what the rate is at that time.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, he did the whole payment and whatnot, and yeah, but by and large, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. But it was a bit, feel like they kept emphasizing showmanship, showmanship, showmanship.
That's the thing. If you had studied in Nigeria,
Yeah.
you would be so aware with showmanship.
Yeah,
like that's the way
exactly.
you write your exam.
You see?
Nobody really cares if you are getting it done well. They want to see you
Look
do
like,
it. Like
yeah.
let it be like you are doing it.
You see?
And I was very good at showmanship in medical school. Very good at showmanship in medical school. Like my consultant would be like, babe,
You're doing
stop.
well.
Don't do showmanship. Like actually do it. Because you have to practice for exams.
Yeah.
The bad part was by the time I was writing the exam, I didn't have the showmanship spirit.
Are you serious?
Died.
Like
The
you,
tension
after
took
doing
it
it for
out.
so long, it's like, you know what?
Yeah, but they knew I could. Only about showmanship that.
It's also false. I had to get used to that. Really false. You know, you bend down, look, like, but anyway, sure, you have to go, you have to do, so, you know, you have to adapt. So yeah, so just that, and you know, you're meeting like-minded people too, from different part of the world, coming to do the Nigerian exam. So that actually, and you even have a group, so you're able to kill each other. So that actually was not bad.
So do you say exam was like tougher than the normal exams you've been writing?
I won't say tougher.
But wow, crazy.
Yeah, what human influence? Yes, that's the annoying part. If we're just straightforward, there's let's medicine. But you know, already someone's looking at your attitude like this. So I'm working here. Like I remember my exam,
Yeah.
the examination part. Because we were waiting for them to ring the bell for us to start. You know, like for the OSCE part. Also start rotating and you know. No one's like this. She saw my name because you have to put your name on the ID. She was like, well, your birthday, and then I was Hausa.
Oh.
So she already profiled me somehow.
Okay.
I was like, yeah. Because I had to really pick up on the, you know, because you know, examiner, I used to rapport with you real quick. I was like, oh, Brian, yes. So anyway, so yeah. So the exam, I was at UCH.
Okay.
It was supposed to be at Ilorin first, but then for some reason they moved it to UCH. Basically, we heard like, oh, UCH, blah, 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 this is university, da, 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 da. So yeah, they said it was going to be easy, they said. That people would pass a lot, they said. But it was actually a record. We had like just over 10% pass rate. Wow. That's like it was terrible. It was really, really bad. It was really bad. But what can we do? Thank God. Comparing to Russia likes a lot of face-to-face exam. You don't do much written. You do a lot of face-to-face. Like there is oral. There is oral exam. So I was not lying. That was not so hard. If you're able to rapport with your teacher in class and they know you to be like a good student, obviously you still reach the exam.
Obviously.
So, but yeah, it makes your life much easier.
There's that bias that this is
exactly. But on the flip side, for not to be a bad student, even if you spread people into
it's bad. They will not believe.
It's just like no store. Anyway, so yeah.
So that's really nice. So now you've gotten your certification, you've done your induction.
Yeah.
Then it was time to pick house job. So for anybody that doesn't know, the house job, there's a portal for federal medical centers and teaching hospitals. You apply through a portal. There's a portal system, and I'm really thankful for that system because you can just go there and click. There's not really much work around and carrying money up and down.
Honestly, I didn't be like that before.
Yeah, I'm really glad for that. So why did you pick FMC Owo? I know you've told me the reason before,
but
they don't know. They don't know.
Okay. FMC Owo. Why pick any hospital anyway? Anyway, actually, I don't mind exploring.
Okay.
But when it comes to Nigeria, it's a bit scary. You never know where to go. My parents share the same thought as me too. So just go to a southwestern, region. Just speak Yoruba, you'll be okay. So you don't have to worry about language barrier. And then also warned by peers and everybody else saying that, oh, by the way, don't you see hospitals? They use it like a slave.
See. I schooled in a teaching. I obviously studied medicine in Nigeria. I would have definitely been in a teaching hospital. I did not, as a matter of fact, choose any teaching hospital because I know that you wouldn't have enough hands-on experience. So you're still going to be very green by the time you're doing your NYSC.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be very green because I wasn't sure if I was going to do clinical practice during my NYSC. So I was like, house job here is the time to get it. So
Yeah.
that's why.
So yeah, so after the whole eliminating teaching hospitals, then the portal that we had spoken about. Portal, what's on the portal? There's no Lagos, no Ibadan. I'm seeing Owo, Ondo State. I've only ever been to 2 states in Nigeria, Lagos and Ibadan. Lagos and Oyo State, that's it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I ignored it. Again, it's just that he stayed on the post for a long time.
Yeah, I really.
For a long time.
It was constant.
Honestly, you always
Like,
see it there.
Anytime they open butter, FMC always there.
You see my Duguri, Abakaliki. I'm like,
Borno,
yeah,
all those
those are not for me.
The northern states like
not for-
Ah.
So my just like, you know what? Would you want to go to Lasut, Teaching Hospital in Lagos? After the warning, man doesn't get it. I'm like, that, I can't, we have like talk about almost every day in the house.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, fast forward. I was just like, you know what? I'm tired of seeing at home. I'm going with all.
Yeah.
So I just asked somebody on the group, MBCN group, like, oh, is anyone studying in-house job in FMC Owo? Someone replied to me, let me tell you the name.
Yeah.
Anyway, Daniel Bright.
Yeah, very wonderful doctor. We share the same love for classic music, like
Really?
yeah, really amazing.
He said it was okay, although he lied to me. He straight the truth in a way. Yeah, but anyway, that's by the way.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, you cannot come, it's fine. I was okay, no problem. I just told my dad, yeah, there's somebody there, it's fine, it's okay. And he allowed me, and here I am.
So
yeah.
When did you start out job?
Where?
When?
I started 2023 last year, December 14th.
I started December 13th. So
Can you imagine?
yeah. And you started with this person.
With surgery.
So I was
Wonderful.
more like I was like coming from Lagos
Yes.
to Owo. I was like, what did the town give?
Okay.
Because when I came here, the town was giving ghost.
Yeah.
It was giving dead.
No life.
It was exactly. It was giving abandoned. So what was it giving? I'm really sorry to any other person that's listening to this, but y'all. Yeah. So I was like,
even before coming, someone told me I was going to a village. So already, I don't have any expectation.
oh,
So I was just like, even if I had found a hut with mud, I wouldn't even care. Because I'm like, I'm just passing by Akure, seeing all the clay soil. I'm like, this is interesting. Cool. I'm from Lagos, so very busy, urban, no, we're here. Once I saw the hospital, like, at least, it is break.
You're really giving African American right now. We don't like African American.
No.
Interpretation of what Africa is supposed to be like. But
No. It's just it was a village. So I had no expectations. Easier that way for me anyway.
Okay.
So that way I'm not really bothered about whatever follows.
Yeah.
So I got told like, hey, it's a village, no problem. We're just here. It's still bad accommodation, management by the way, terrible. Absolutely horrid. But yeah, got in and anyway, it was just a village and I just had to just tell myself that it's cool. I'm here, I'll stay here for a year. No issue.
No issue, right?
Unless toxic.
You said with surgery.
Yes.
And so for surgery, how many postings did you do?
Okay. I did 3.
You did 3? Okay.
Which was general surgery, neurosurgery. Wait, 4 actually.
4.
Ped surgery as well as plastic surgery.
I was surgery like in general before when I go to each
unit. Yeah. In hindsight, I love surgery. It was actually quite nice.
Our future soldier.
No, not really. No, that was taking of my time, so I don't.
I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about myself.
Oh, sorry. Yes, our future surgeon. Our host here.
Yeah.
But love surgery. There's this autonomy somehow in surgery. You're restricted by a particular place.
Yep.
You have your lounge or your call room or anything like that. But you see your patients, they're almost like everywhere. I was able to move around the hospital, although the first few days in plastic, I feel like I had edema. But I'm sorry. But I enjoyed surgery. In total, I enjoyed surgery. Although, terrible working hours.
Oh, no. It's
terrible working
bad.
hours.
It's bad. I lived in the hospital.
Terrible working hours.
Throughout my surgery. I was living in a neurosurgical room.
Yeah.
So, you started with plastic surgery.
Yes.
And I was like...
Plastic surgery, maybe, I don't know, probably ignorance. I was expecting amazing things. You know, plastic. I mean, look at the name, plastic surgery. When you hear plastic surgery, you think
Sorry, please. I think we should use the real name.
reconstructive, yeah.
Burns, burns,
Yeah.
and reconstructive surgery. Yeah, that plastic tea.
It makes you think
Saddening.
amazing things.
Mm,
I mean, it's
like
amazing.
No, they really do.
Amazing. But plastic, isn't like there's something, you know, although it's not really common in Nigeria, to have like, you know, reconstructions, sorry, or have like plastic cosmetic surgeries. So you're saying ulcers, dear food, you know, smelly, you know, patients. But yeah,
buns, major buns. Oh goodness, it was
I mean, yeah, the graphs was nice to see, but I mean,
oh goodness.
Yeah, so it was like that's lots of patients. You know, when everybody can attest to this. And oh my lord, I'll just come back from work, collapse on the bed, I'll just sleep, and I'll wake up, take my bath, come back, go back to work.
Yeah.
I barely cooked at all. But yeah.
So after plastic, you went to
pediatric surgery.
And so, by the way, pediatric surgery has a very infamous consultant. Very infamous, and like the thing is 2-hourly updates. That's like the code for.
It's not even post-op.
2-hourly updates. That's like the gist with pediatric surgery. But I think you did it during the holidays.
Yes.
So you really didn't have patience.
You get 2 weeks in ped surgery.
Yeah.
The first week, I had no patience. Zero patience. I was just chilling. I didn't even go to work. I was just chilling. My mates were jealous of me, you know. However, it was funny. It was just a night. Someone called me. It was a lot of me. I actually never spoken to him before then. Called me. Oh, there's a consult ped surgery. I'm like, what's that? What is that? You know. Anyway, I was just like, okay, sure. It was around like, was it 6 or 7? So then the reg in the unit, I never even met that one to before. Called me, so you're the HO. I'm like, yeah, there's a consult. I'm like, sir, 37, I can't leave the lodge at this time. It's too late for you to leave the lodge. He was just like, let me tell you his name. Anyway, he's an infamous reg, You know him. He's known for his work ethics. Then he was
they do not know him.
Yeah.
You can name drop.
Anyway, you know yourself. Anyway, this red is known for his work ethic, in quotes. I was like, you have to come here, you have to come here, you have to come here. No. I'm like, sorry, I can't. And then I was just, you know, I'm still innocent still. But I was just
very green.
You know, so green. I was so worried, like, oh my, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Once the gate was locked.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Like this, I really can't come out. The gate is like, I can't find security. I was just there. I already gotten dressed, ready to go, but then I really could not go. There was no security. There was no key. Everything said in the group, like, guys, I don't know where they keep the key. No one replied. And I was like, you know what? Oh well, I've done my best. Just sat, and I didn't go. And then the next week we had like patients, proper patients. Okay. So that's when I experienced the 2-hourly, but mainly 4-hourly updates.
So okay.
So yeah. Got used to 4-hourly, and then when you do a 4-hourly, you push to 6-hourly.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a progression.
It's a progression.
Wow.
When you do 4-hourly, was really hard. But we made sure Daniel Brown was with me in ped surg. So he was already like a pro. He was finishing his house job already. Yeah. So he knew like we would write detailed updates for him. Like detailed.
You knew how to play the game.
Dude. So I was just letting people like, you know what, okay, this will, because I was like, oh, let's go. I was like, chill. Show me the way. So yeah, so we went to 6-hourly, and so yeah.
Yeah, okay. So after that, you were in neurosurgery.
Yeah.
And we were working with, okay, you came to neurosurgery when I left neurosurgery, and I was like,
neurosurgery. I just like I don't know the atmosphere, but I just loved it. The first day though, as I was on call, I was like, unconscious patients, tell about consciousness, what do I do with them? It was like a new territory for me. But one of the consultants
is amazing. Dr. Yomolade is
amazing.
Then the other consultant is
a consultant.
Exactly. So there's a typical neurosurgeon stereotype and
aloof.
Yeah. No. So the Dr. Yomolade is an anomaly.
Oh my god.
That's just the word
for any consultant.
In general, like that's the only consultant you can bully respectfully.
Honestly.
Respectfully bully is the only one. So it's an anomaly to neurosurgeons anywhere in the world.
I
once told him that neurosurgery is just the older brother of orthopedics. And he was mad.
You really get so mad.
He was
He
mad.
actually made me consider being a neurosurgeon. Can you imagine?
Okay, and there was a needle prick injury. Yeah, so both of us twinned.
Can you imagine?
And we both had needle prick injury, and I ended up in the same
neurosurgery.
neurosurgery. I ended up having to take PEP. Yeah, so there was that.
On the very first day, can you imagine? No, sample. No problem. Took the sample, then, oh, wonderful. Let's cap this needle. Can you imagine? So note to self and to other people, do not cap it after using it. Just leave it be and dispose of it.
Put it in the shop box.
This cap was like, I've been pricked. Clean the tap. I'm like, trying to do this to myself. Not just somebody. But like friends here, I'm ready to about like, see our own injury. I was like, by the way, I pricked myself. What do I do? So yeah.
Okay. Then from there, obviously, you have to do general surgery.
Yeah, general surgery. That just ruined the whole love of surgery for me. I would say ruined everything, but after having so much fun in neurosurgery.
Yeah, like that's a very terrible letdown.
You have so much fun.
Yeah.
You assist without any issue. You're not behind the bin like you would be as a medical student,
Yeah,
you're
actively, you're holding the patient and everything. Just in consultant.
Just in general surgery, like, oh yeah, go to A&E and go to the patient. Like, who wants to go and assist? Who wants to go to surgery later today? At least you just stay like, keep quiet, maybe they will not see me. But yeah, general surgery is okay, but they work way too much.
Yeah, I think because in this hospital, the part of cardiothoracic is joined to general surgery.
Yeah.
So they are doing a lot more than
heavy workload.
The workload is terrible and it's
not enough staff.
Yeah, it's okay, I should mention that I think it's a peculiarity with Nigerian healthcare sectors, but there are not enough doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the surgery department is severely
honestly it's lacking. So that just made the workload too much. And obviously when you're stressed, you lash out sometimes, and that creates sometimes a terrible atmosphere. But
that's really nice. That's a really nice testimony to surgery. So after surgery, you went to pediatrics. I went to pediatrics. Yeah. Pediatrics, and it is on pediatrics she became SHO. Like SHO is a senior house officer. So much power.
Right.
So much power.
Responsibility.
She's doing roster. If you vex her, you do plenty calls.
I wish I was mean like that.
I was pediatrics, so pediatrics like.
Before going there, you get scared. That is terrible. You'll be punished for things, blah 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 blah. But getting there.
Okay, you didn't study in Nigeria.
No.
So pediatrics is usually a talk place.
Okay. By default, yeah.
By default, it's usually talk place. Yeah, that's where you have the strictest, the meanest, So obviously, for a Nigerian medical doctor, you're already coming with that preconceived notion that pediatricians, they are just like neurosurgeons.
They're terrible.
They are terrible people to be with. Coming there, then you hear, they are very strict, they are very this, they're very that, they're very that, and you have to shape up. And you're coming from surgery where there is, you are the law. You are the law in surgery. Then you're going to pediatrics when there is the law.
Bro.
So that shift, that change is so terrible.
For me, it's just that what I always do, whenever they tell me, it's terrible, blah, 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 just always pray about it. Like, that's them, it's not me. So please, Allah, make it easy for me. I just go there. I don't have any notion. I literally just empty my head of any thoughts of either good or bad. Just watch. First, just watch. Okay, yeah. So, it was not really so bad, It wasn't so bad. I liked the registrar. So yeah, pediatrics was good. Went there, met the consultant. There's a lot of consultants. Oh my God, compared to surgery,
and they were always around. Yeah, looking at the hierarchy of our staff, they are adequately staffed.
Very much so. You see the proper consultants, registrars,
and they're
always there.
Okay, so they are lovely people. I mean, there was one time Dr. Salawa, Dr. Karim was like, "This is not a stock look at the pediatric senior, right?"
Honestly.
Yeah, so they are always around.
Very good people. That was where they will teach you.
Yeah.
You actually feel like you can manage something, pediatrics, because they will teach you well. Ready to teach you something. Esther will tell you something. Actually, I it's strange to say that, but I like the atmosphere.
Yeah, I really
I
did.
love that
I
aspect.
really did enjoy
I love that
pediatrics.
aspect.
I love like
Yeah.
it's. I love surgery. I'm biased towards
Yeah.
surgery, but I feel like pediatrics is like the best place for me, especially with me. I think it
Yeah.
was because I had finished taking the PEP in surgery, and by the time I was getting to pediatrics, there was like the worsening of my mental health, and so like they were so supportive. I was like, if that had happened to me in any other unit, I would have not been able to complete our job. But
Honestly.
pediatrics, they were so supportive.
So
From like
accommodating.
it was amazing. Like they just didn't stress me. I
Honestly.
worked according to my
To your level and what you thought you can handle.
So yeah, once it's becoming too much,
Like,
they are like,
step out.
Adelaja, go and stay somewhere else.
Honestly,
Adelaja, go and sleep. Like
Yeah.
there were days I came to work to just sleep because as I first
Honestly.
just turned to one app with consultant, I cannot do this. And it's like,
Honestly, it was really so
yeah,
good.
it was really, really
so good.
amazing to be in.
No.
So what's your favorite part in pediatrics?
Part, like in the unit?
The unit, the rotation. Where did you
My
like the
Lord.
most?
I love natal wards because of the people, number one.
Yeah.
Even I was so the nurses were terrible. Why did I have a bad experience with them?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like every time people tell me, "Oh, nurses are terrible," and I'm like, maybe it's the way you approach them. Because I go in everywhere with flattering. I flatter everybody, and I really have great, amazing
Man,
time.
going there with
The nurses love me. Everybody loves me.
Like, hi, good morning. Although you're quite calculating sometimes.
Yeah.
When I see you, like, okay, Yoruba will suit you better. I go Yoruba.
Obviously.
And I'm like, you English better. Okay, let's just dance you a bit. There you go.
The person likes you. The person does not like whining. Like you like points. You take
you
it.
adapt. You just watch.
You have to be very quick thinking. You have to be calculative. Like people must not know
definitely.
you're coming with flattering. So you have to be very, very.
Make it so organic and natural.
Oh, like I go with, oh mommy, how are you doing? You're looking so fine. You're looking so sharp.
That mommy, I guess that mommy thinks.
No. I school in the east. Everybody's mommy.
Okay, no wonder.
Everybody's mommy in the east.
I'm not used to that.
I'm already used to it because of my school in the east, and everybody's mommy. So it's really nice. So you like the neonatal?
Yes, I love the natal ward. I love the SR, the registrar, and then I loved it, and I was able to learn. You know, you can actually see better of condition essentially. They're improving. You see baby come in, asphyxia, looking like they want to die anytime soon. But they're tiny creatures. And they're still improving up to getting discharged. It's actually quite nice.
Being more active, like
make it start crying like, oh yeah, you're well now.
Oh yeah,
they come in with like just quiet, no cry whatsoever, and then they're loud now. Yep. Now start baby. This guy will know that baby can cry, Lord. But love nature. I like chair too. I don't think I'm good in emergencies. I don't get frazzled, but the problem is that I sometimes take a while for me to realize it's an emergency. Act fast, because I'm just still processing like, okay, cool, need to do so and so. I don't act fast enough for me.
Okay.
So I don't think, but I like chair too. Or same thing, because you have to learn and then see how things are managed. Yeah.
I think the days I'm the one in chair, and I took over the situation, and I did it, and I'm like, by the time my reg is coming, or my SR is coming,
everything.
There is nothing. Remember the day we did call together, and we had to go late, and we couldn't even make it to. And you were like, wait, I took charge.
No, I did delegated properly.
Yeah, it's always so amazing. You are so proud, and even the consultants, the people you're working with, they reinforce that thing in you that you are doing.
You did something well.
No.
Even the day there was a child doing apneic. Dr. Bidi always says, as a doctor, you have to be the one taking charge.
Yes.
Tell them to do what to do, otherwise they just start doing nonsense.
Yes.
So there was one on call, and I was getting named the end of my pediatric posting.
Yeah.
So that confidence that comes with finishing a unit and whatnot. So I actually properly delegated and then resuscitated well, and they actually were following my instructions. Those people that always acting like they own the world
and everything.
But they actually following. I was like, please man, get this for us, do that for us. We need to answer. We're doing it. We're actually doing stuff. I was like, oh my Lord, very care.
Yeah, I think, and there's this level of respect. There was a very funny incident where we had the baby in chair, and we had to transfer to neonatal ward, and I was on call at chair, there was another doctor that was on call at neonatal ward. We had to follow this baby with oxygen, ample bag, and like again, I used to do nonsense calls.
Yeah.
You see that myth? Wait, you know that myth? There's a myth that's for people that when they're in the hospital and they are work, everything is scatter.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I am one of them.
Head for work.
I don't see. I used to think that was a myth, but now that I realize I am actually part of the problem.
Yeah, looking like to be true.
Yeah, so we had to carry the baby and put bag. It was raining. We were rushing to neonatal ward and put bagging. And the nurse, I was there. Like I brought the baby. We were supposed to just hand over, but I had to go into the neonatal, keep ample bagging until the child was like breathing. Then we left and everything. And as I go in, the nurse was like, Doctor Iloba will call before 11:30. These people will have died. And unfortunately, before 11:30, the doctor didn't call us to tell us the baby had died. And the nurse was exhibiting for me that we should have kept this baby.
There's no way you couldn't.
But we couldn't because it was in chair, and that night was still very terrible at chair, by the way, because it was one of the I don't used to have camp goals. I need you to understand.
I'm the opposite. My calls are always so beautiful. Although I have some breakthrough crazy calls. Breakthrough. Rare. Just once in a while. I might not sleep for the whole night, but that's cool because I have calm calls for the most part.
Yeah, in front of our break camp calls were the ones she did with the ones she did with was crazy.
People, either they were to ruin my calmness or the other HO, pointing towards Adelaja number one. I mean.
So then after pediatrics, we went to ONG.
ONG. Ups and downs.
Ups
and downs. Wonderful.
If there's a crazy place in this hospital, if there is a madhouse in this hospital, I want you to be very assured that is ops and gynecology.
My Lord.
A literal madhouse. From the from the top straight through to the patients.
Not cases.
From the top to the patients. They are
to the patients too.
From the top to the patients, my darling.
You're booked.
Especially the pediatrics ONG is not out. And it's really sad when you're coming from a controlled and a nice environment, coordinated like pediatrics, and you're jumping into the madness of ONG. So, what's your ONG experience like?
Right from school, ONG for me, it actually fell during COVID time.
Okay.
So I really didn't get any clinical experience whatsoever. Zero. Even the people part too. Just towards exam time, you can come to the pass and go. Anyway, coming to ONG house job. But did I hear anything about ONG before going to ONG? No, I didn't. I didn't ask for ONG.
Okay.
So I went in blank, like there was even nothing. When my first morning review. Anyway, this morning review, like where they just review cases that's seen during call hours and whatnot. Anyway, morning review, I'm seeing our beloved A2 saying, you, yes sir, sit here. Just, rebuking them, scolding them like, I'm SR consultant. There's not like a lot of distance between you two, but what? Like crazy morning review. I'm like, oh, this is where I'm at. Cool. Just
where the madness resides.
I think I could have enjoyed ONG more, minus the whole crazy and the drama.
I mean, I think my best part of ONG is the correct posting.
Wonderful place to be.
Wonderful place to be.
Amazing.
Like again, accurate posting depends on who you're going with.
True.
And the SR that is there.
Yeah,
so those are like the two very important factors. So when I was going, I went with an amazing person, Dr. Debbie Abe. Very amazing people. We're doing food tour. We're looking for where to get food. Expenditure to find food. And the SR we were with was Dr. Olaopa and Dr. Salako. So it was pretty much amazing.
Honestly.
By the way, despite the fact ONG is a madhouse, I was with a very chilled consultant and a very, very amazing SR.
You just get crazy morning review, but the unit you're fine.
Yeah.
Actually, I liked the ONG part of you were able to do a lot of things because there was no registrar.
Yes.
I love that part. And Angie, I was just always more like trying to hide myself, make myself small, don't notice
Yes,
me.
since the person that she overdid, at some point she became a wretch in
No.
one. Like I just need to know this lady was taking over deliveries, giving epidemic ARM. She was like Dr. Bro had to be like, if you're working with Dr. Adeniji on call, you can go and sleep.
Oh my
She
God.
got it covered. She got everything. Like oh no. So she was amazing in Wanji. She was like really really great in Wanji.
I love the Wanji actually. I love the man, the drama of your Esther being crazy, acting funny, telling you to do so and so. But it's just Totogro is so chill now.
Yeah, no, she's an amazing.
Totogro is so chill. Like so, you have a proper chill SR. You go according to their own pace.
Yeah.
They see that they can let you do stuff. You do your stuff unless you go into trouble. Then they ask them about it. But other ones they're like, "No, you didn't call me. You didn't. Okay, sorry, sir. And this was we many patients, sir. They are here, so
there is. Don't worry. I think when I have to record mine, I will go into details.
Yes.
But Doctor, oh goodness, you see how somebody can be so annoying that you forget their name. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He told me that he had a very terrible first impression of me because I told him I didn't like ONG, which is the truth.
I mean,
yeah. So he told me that then after my presentation, he said having a good
yeah.
image. And in my mind, the follow up was, sir, from the first day I saw you till today, and till after I left, I don't have a good impression of you.
Consultant, yeah?
No, not consultant.
Oh,
you know the person. I have a flat line. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like working with you. I don't like being in the same space.
You make me tense somehow. I don't know how to even
like to show how much it is. It was. I figured out it's an in problem, not a me problem. I did surgeries with a lot of SRs, with consultants, a lot of SRs. I enjoyed being in the theater with them.
When you're free,
but this one person, I hated every moment I had to be in the same place with him.
My gosh.
Hated it so much. It's sort of the mad people in the madhouse that is called ONG. So
things that don't require prolonging or I'll punish you. Give you a shackle. Like relax. I'll leave you soon.
You don't want fearless.
No. Without the name. This already exposed the person. Oh my Lord.
It was not a fun time.
Yeah. I just
and even now that I've left ONG, someone that is still in ONG today, she's still talking about ONG is a mental torture.
And I'm like,
yes, it is. Oh, then there's now my bestie in ONG also. A consultant bestie. Oh yeah, you already know my bestie. Oh goodness. When I finished, she was like, you didn't tell me you were going. I was like, me.
So
come and tell you. I'm like, no.
Enemies turn best friends post presentation.
Oh no, seriously, for like my first 2-3 weeks, he would just point me out. I'm like, you.
Wait, I was like, I'm like, wait, is it picking on her villager? Like, yeah, pretty much. Okay. He's like, so, Adelaja. Wait, I was sitting beside Adelaja. You look at me. I mean, I don't want to be called, but at least call me for, diversity.
For the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, all the questions that they were asking, Adelaja was one of them.
Like, you.
It was tough. It was very, very tough. It was very, very tough. So now you're in your final posting.
Medicine.
Yeah, before I ask you about your final post, you were the person that I first heard mention house job fatigue.
Oh yeah.
So what does that mean?
It was very strange for me. I thought I was a superhuman, can do all, And then I was no one I felt this fatigue. Maybe it was also mental in addition with the old drama in that posting. I feel like I just woke up and like, I feel like going to work.
Yeah.
Like I usually just felt tired, but not like physically tired. I just didn't want to go to work. Like I could do anything else.
Yeah.
And walk around. I just didn't want to go to work.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I had to mention that I feel fatigued. Can I not come to work? Like I not come to work, but obviously I can't not come to work. Let's
Yeah.
have sick.
I think that's the difference between a medical doctor and a medical student. As a medical student, you choose the days you don't want to be involved in the madness. As a medical doctor, you have to be
There's no
involved in the
break.
madness every single day. So,
So yeah,
Yeah.
but then as I overcoming, I think out loud helped me.
yeah.
So that's like basically name and shame.
Yeah.
Essentially, I mentioned like, okay, actually, I told you, I told a lot of friends too, and everyone told you, by just saying it,
Yeah.
I was able to just like, maybe I don't know, then I, do things I love.
Yeah.
Food. I love eating so much. So I bought a bunch of snacks for myself, and yeah, I think 2 days afterwards, I think I didn't feel the fatigue again. So.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so now your final post in medicine. What's it like?
Medicine. This is my second week here.
Yeah.
Second week into medicine. What's my expectation? I went to medicine. I was supposed to be like a chill posting, basically have fun and relax. But I was told, and for the first time, I believe that, and I took that. Okay, so far so good though. I mean, neurology at the moment, and it's fair. Busy days, 3 days. I'm on the first, second day. Then we're done at 1. Someone said, "Oh, they're going home." Like, what do you mean you're going home? It's not 4 yet. Having been through surgery, there is no timetable. Then going to pediatrics where you can't leave until 4. Then O&G, crazy place that you really don't want drama, so you have to even stay till 4. Then medicine, like, you can leave before 4. What is that? I'm like, okay, I left. But yeah, so far so good. Medicine's okay. Minus cardio. Cardio is very busy. Not done cardio before, but yeah.
Medicine is okay. So, now on the medicine side, what do you think of the FMC Owo now? Like in terms of accommodation, I really want to start with accommodation. What's the accommodation situation like
FMC Owo.
in FMC Owo?
Trash. The place itself is not bad.
Yes.
But the arrangement, the management is terrible. There is no respect for doctors when it comes to accommodation. What's it all about? Like, we have 3 accommodations. 1 hospital, not just 1 building, different buildings. 1 hospital, 2 outside.
Yeah.
So you're telling me, that's all of that. You think can accommodate those you employed yourself to come to work for you. And you are well aware they are coming.
You have a quota for the doctor.
Exactly. You should make an arrangement that so and so is coming, they have a particular place. Not that when you come around and then you're told, oh, there's no space. We're going to another state. We're not supposed to stay. People have to say.
And it's already been advertised that they have accommodation.
Yes.
So I mean, you know that there was no accommodation.
You
would have been coming
your own
to
risk.
look for a place. Now you're coming somewhere that you're already been told that, oh, there's a place for you.
And I went to the managing the accommodation lady, and then I was like, oh yeah, she told me to go and knock on people's doors after 4. They come back from work that perhaps somebody will be without a roommate.
Yeah, you could stay with.
I mean, so my fate is someone else's hands, essentially.
Yeah.
So no, it's really
like they're really crazy stories.
Really
and after that, there's not going to be a spacing that you move into the hospital, and you're in your last posting, and you've not gotten in yet.
You spend 3 months in each posting. I'm 2 weeks into 1 posting, and I'm
the last
posting. So you're telling me if I'm even lucky, I would spend like maybe 2 months in the different place. I have to carry all my things moving to the hospital. Judge for yourself.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So,
and where we are staying currently, please.
Wonderful place. Not the sarcasm, please.
Yeah, very wonderful.
What amazing.
Oh, splendid.
Oh, gosh.
There's currently no lights. There is no water. At some point, we had to contribute money to pump water for ourselves, and sometimes the person that's going to come and take out the trash would not come because the vehicle has stopped working.
Then you're stuck with a site for malaria, just a swamp essentially without water.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, but sorry, mine's complete. But just be realistic here. The building is fine. At least one of the buildings.
It's spacious.
One of the buildings. Heritage. One of the buildings is fine.
Yeah.
But just there's no light, there's no water.
Yeah.
So if we could do better with this aspect, and just make sure there's a proper roster which is adhered to.
Yeah. Well, all the Nepo babies.
Yeah, adhered to properly.
All the Nepo babies.
It'll be good.
Okay, what about the hospital community?
Community.
Your hospital community, all the
Okay, for me, it's I'm a social, but not social person. I have my people, and then maybe I just want people and say hello, hello, hello. But yeah, it's not really a bad place. But as usual, Nigerian things, people that know you, they will be preferential their treatment towards you when they know you.
Yeah.
When they heard my name, Adeniji, because there's this consultant Adeniji in ENT.
Yeah,
So
they
when they heard
got
my name,
you.
they're like, oh, is it your dad? And then
Yeah.
they should change. I'm like, no, it's not my dad. And then she went back to her usual way. Like, okay, cool, I see that now. But
Yeah.
by and large, actually, the community is not bad. It's good.
Yeah,
It's
it's
good.
a really.
It's
I think that was one of that's like the most important part. Yeah,
Yeah.
like they have a very
friendly atmosphere.
community and atmosphere. Like the hospital is like actually very chilled.
True.
It's very chilled.
Mm.
What about feeding? You mentioned you love food. So.
Yeah. Okay, feeding. Yeah, you can buy food stuff at the market.
Yeah.
Buy things at the market. They have Oja, Bauja, Coco. That's the little I know.
Yeah.
And they have their days that they operate. So you go to, you can buy. Well, I mean, compared to Lagos, actually cheaper. Things are cheaper here.
Yeah. I think you get to save your money.
Yeah.
That is if T-Pain is not like the president,
Yeah.
but you could have saved a lot of you could have saved a lot of money because things are like
Yeah.
cheaper compared to Lagos and compared to the East where I schooled, like things are like a lot cheaper. And the community is great. The community is amazing.
Yeah, very friendly,
Yeah,
honestly.
very
Very
amazing
good atmosphere.
community.
So you just
You buy food.
buy food stuff and then cook if you fancy. But to buy cooked food, depends on if you're not picky.
Yeah.
If you're not picky, it's fine.
Like for me, I can only get. By the way, I'm not a fan of jollof rice, but I can only get jollof rice and plantain at Aries, and that's the only place I get food. Jollof rice and plantain. It is today that I tried mala and the mala sauce. Yeah. So, I cannot risk trying something else. Okay, then Aries started selling fried rice, so I got
really?
it. Yeah.
I've not had any.
It's not really like fried. It's not really like fried rice.
It's
fried rice. Yes,
so I just left it. Since I was just like so much in the hygiene to me. I was like, yeah, I know the hygiene is not the best. The hygiene here is.
Yeah, it's not really great. But it's better than the other place.
Yeah. That was like frequent before. Because it's closer to the gate.
Yeah.
So just coming from the gate, you just get there. It's easy access to that place. But then customer service there is terrible.
They never have change. So I never buy anything there.
And almost like you're begging them to sell you food.
They never have change, so I never get anything.
I don't have change, so that's like almost like your business to go on for it. I'm like, I'm trying to patronize you.
Okay, so one thing I've noticed is our people.
Yes, they don't need money.
Our people, they are terrible at business. They are terrible at business. They don't care. They don't want to stress it. My customers in the market are the Igbo people in the market. And you'll be like, oh, the Igbo people are making more money than us. They are better. They are better at their job. I will come and price something. You come and tell me you're not standing up. Give me attitude. Very annoying attitude. Like once I'm entering the market and the person is speaking Yoruba to me and the person is sounding like an old person, I'll just carry my two legs and go because you are guaranteed that you are going to get the worst service.
Definitely.
You get the worst service. I don't know if it's pride.
I really don't know, honestly.
That's the pride. Like this is our land. Terrible.
It's like it's like, man, do you understand? I'm trying to buy something from you. I'm not trying to get it for free. I'll give you money. I don't know, but yeah. That's really how.
So, what will you advise someone that is coming here to do the house job?
Okay. Number one, it depends on where you schooled in here. Yeah. If you're schooled in those big places, I don't know, maybe teaching hospitals and blah blah blah, those ones. When you come here, like you already mentioned, manpower is really reduced here. Yeah. It's even becoming worse day by day.
Yeah, it is.
People that they're more registered before, now they're less. So yeah, it's becoming less.
At some point, there were no residents at all in 1G.
Can you imagine? Yeah, exactly. So I think I'll just give you a picture that you have to do a lot of hands-on things. Actually, you do a lot of that. If that's
you would have confidence.
That's your thing. I don't mind. You don't mind like it's a village.
Yeah.
So you just know that it's a village. Don't expect any fancy things. I really want Chicken Republic no Domino's, nothing like that. So just know that if you want
and
any
the
fancy,
Chicken Republic, their chicken don't have too much salt.
can you imagine? So if you're looking for any fancy place, it's not the place for you.
Yeah.
It's a village. Let's just say it's a village, so at least you downsize your expectations. But FMC Owo itself,
Yes.
at least the registrars, they're good.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have one or two bad seeds, but
Yeah.
that's the fair. If you're able to apply yourself, you can do a lot. You can really do, and they can trust that you are good.
And they would let you
do things.
They will let you try it. They'll let you
Honestly.
practice. They'll let you
Obviously
do
under
thing.
guidance.
Yeah.
I mean, once they just trust that you're good, I mean, you can even be a terrible doctor. Like you let do things.
Yeah, and that's the thing here. Like they up your confidence. Like you have a lot of confidence boost. Like it's a drug. It's insane.
Yeah. Oh, and one thing for foreign trained doctors, the bias is not plenty here. It's barely there. I was told that they really look down on foreign trained doctors. They will insult you, blah blah. I did not experience any here.
Yeah, I mean, the most you get is there was a Ukraine doctor and a Russian doctor, and you're like, both of you are not fighting.
Exactly.
Like that was like the most.
Honestly, I'd actually prepared my mind for insults, or because I was already told like beforehand that by the way they are like that's where Nigerian doctors are in house, so they will insult you, blah blah blah. You know, experience nothing like that. So I liked here, atmosphere wise, and no toxicity. Like I said, one or two bad seeds.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Then the madhouse.
Exactly. But actually, just scrap the high life from your mind.
Yeah.
Just imagine I'm just going to boot camp in a way.
Yes, it's actually boot camp.
Yeah, but there are people that you vibe with well.
I think in this aspect, it was easier to vibe with almost everyone.
There was no issue.
Like it was easy, like as the the assistant HR rep.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay, I don't think that I know that I talk.
Yeah, but on the general, you can just meet any house officer
hello, and
the vibe, because the vibe is actually very amazing. The vibe is immaculate. Like it's a really really nice place to.
So
be in and
honestly, I already mentioned the accommodation issue. So just have the issues in the back of your mind.
Accommodation.
And ask yourself, can I still go on? And it's always good, if you have somebody here, just ask them like, is that accommodation right now?
Exactly.
So that way you can be sure that there's something for you
when you get here.
Exactly. Because someone that I knew that came in, she already knew somebody here, and she was leaving this place. As I know was leaving, her friend came in her place, so she was sure that it was a place guaranteed. So
that's really nice. That's really nice. Okay, so we are coming to the end of this episode. So as I mentioned, this is after hours, so she's making our dinner. So that's where we caught her. We have to release her to go to make her dinner. What are you looking forward to?
After hours job, yeah?
Yes.
That's a simple, huge question. Honestly.
Yeah.
But the I don't want to say cliche, but the prescribed pattern for all JAPA aspirants is the UK plab thing.
Yeah.
But those that have more money, you can go the USMLE pathway.
Yeah.
Obviously that's a sort of a fallback plan. It's the path well there. So you can always have someone that you talk to about that one. But I'm trying to look to other pathway, honestly.
Okay.
Trying to look to other pathways. Because I don't like the UK anymore. I used to.
Yeah.
But I don't like it. I don't, because I feel like if I'm going to relocate to a place to practice, I want to have family there too.
Yeah.
And I don't want to raise my children in the UK.
Okay.
Where you can be a boy and a girl in one go. No. Thank you. So, but yeah. So I'm still looking at other pathways. And clinical or non-clinical pathway, like it's the same thing again. I tend to always just follow the book.
Yeah.
I don't think too much. I'm a robot in a way, but I'm still considering possibility of non-clinical. I love clinical part of medicine.
Yeah.
Minus its own the Nigerian annoyance of dealing with patients sometimes. But yeah, clinical medicine is fun.
Yeah.
It's interesting. But see, when you say non-clinical part, that makes sense.
To you, you might take it.
I'm open to opportunities.
Okay.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically it. I know it's a very vague answer, but yeah, take it.
Okay, so let me just ask one or two fun questions
Okay.
and we'll end this.
All right.
What's your favorite food?
I don't have one.
That's on me. She said she's a foodie.
I don't have one.
Favorite color?
Yeah, I just go navy blue.
Navy blue.
Yes,
Okay,
good.
okay.
Fair.
By the way, I'm trying to win a date. Okay, so what kind of activity, like, describe your ideal day, like your perfect day? What's that going to look like?
Ooh, well, let's see. I haven't had it in a long time. Okay. I'm just going to summertime in Russia.
Yeah.
You know, when, school's out, you're free. I'll literally just, plan my day that, okay, cool. Wake up in the morning, have breakfast, whatever it is. Oh, toast. Have, like, French toast. Nice. Have it, and then, get dressed and whatnot, and just walk.
Oh.
So just walk. There's this, like, we have this, it's not a beach per se, it's like a water body, essentially.
Yes.
So just walk towards that part, and then, have ice cream. And then there's some physical activity. I love physical activity. I don't do much of that anymore, but it could be play football but any sport. I'm not really opposed to any sport.
I just remembered something. I feel like it's a nugget.
What's that?
Adeniji and I are very, very well established, soft trainers.
Oh yeah.
In tennis.
Yes.
Yeah. We play tennis. I didn't say table tennis or lawn tennis.
Yes,
I said tennis because our tennis
it could be air tennis,
wall tennis,
floor tennis.
We'll play tennis.
Anything but the table.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's like your ideal day.
Activity, walk, and then maybe towards the end, could have, it could have pizza. Okay, because I have a pizza in a long time, sure. I think that's why I'm saying this now. but like, it could be, like, because I've had, like, proper food in the morning, so I can have anything towards the day. It could be nice, greasy pizza, or chicken and chips, but yeah, just, okay, I'm now thinking about the food now. When you just, eat well, have fun during the day, and just gist.
Oh,
just
really
good
nice.
Company, just gist.
Yeah, it seems like something I can pull off. So, yeah.
That's it.
Let me see if I'm able to win that date.
That's just
all right.
it.
Thank you very much for
spending
time with me.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
Okay, and until next time, bye.
Bye.